everyone, my name is Kristen Callahan, and I'm the manager of School Age Educational Services in the Children and Young Adult Services Department here at Cleveland Site Center. The School Age Services team works and supports clients between the ages of 3 years old through high school graduation, which in some cases can be through age 21. Today I'm going to speak with you about the various professionals on my team, what their roles entail, other services my part of the department provides, and then end with a couple of examples that highlight some of the work we do to live out the mission of Cleveland Site Center. The School Age Services team is compiled of 2 case managers. I serve as a case manager for children ages 3 through 11, and we have a teen and young adult case manager who services clients ages 12 years old through high school graduation. We have 2 full-time teachers of the visually impaired, a full and a part-time certified orientation and mobility specialist, and a program coordinator who supports us with various administrative responsibilities. Now I'd like to describe case management services. It is my pleasure and passion to speak with you about what is involved in case management. This is an indirect service to the client, meaning case managers do not work directly with a child or teen with a visual impairment, but support their family and the educational staff who work with that child or teen every day. After a client is registered, a case manager calls the parent of the client to discuss the child's needs as it relates to their vision impairment. Case managers gather appropriate documents to coordinate services with families, medical providers, educational professionals, and other community agencies. Case managers provide education and support to families on an as-needed or individualized basis. They also collaborate with school district staff to ensure the identification of appropriate services for children with vision impairments. Additionally, case managers may make recommendations for specific assessments, participate in the IEP process, and attend school meetings with the client's family. Case managers are available to consult with school personnel to better meet the educational needs of students with vision impairments. Additionally, they empower the family to advocate for the child's needs. They can plan and lead the career preparation and independent living programs for teens called the Summer Youth Work Experience. They can provide pre-employment transitional services for clients between the ages of 14 and 21, and collaborate with our leisure and lifestyle department to plan and facilitate quarterly youth recreation events and trips. So now I'm going to talk to you about our direct services. Public school districts can and do contract with us to administer specialized assessments as part of the school's process to determine if a student will qualify for special education and related services due to their vision impairment or other disabilities. Further, school districts contract with us to provide ongoing services to identified students with low vision or blindness who have an individualized education plan known as an IEP. We currently contract with 15 different school districts across Northeast Ohio, and we currently service 31 students. These students have goals on their IEPs that require the specialized instruction from a teacher for the visually impaired or a certified orientation and mobility specialist. I will describe the role of these professionals shortly. As the manager of this department, I collaborate with our program coordinator to write and establish the contracts, obtain releases, collect educational records, I-reports, and gather the student's demographic information to enter into our client care system. Then I assign one of my providers to service that student. I can also provide ongoing education, resources, and support, including my time at a student's IEP meeting as requested by the school district. So, a TVI, or a teacher for the visually impaired. This professional administers various specialized school-based assessments like a functional vision learning media assessment. This is the first step to properly determine a student's educational needs, supports, and services in regards to their education. A TVI can also identify the needed assistive technology for a student, instruct them how to use that assistive technology, prepare adaptive learning materials, ensure students have access to the curriculum and their environment, provide direct instruction in Braille literacy, compensatory skills, visual efficiency skills, and teach advocacy and social skills. They also educate school personnel and parents through consultative support services. Then there's the role of a COMS, or Certified Orientation Mobility Specialist. These professionals provide direct instruction in various concepts and skills that develop a student's ability to know where they are in space, how to safely and confidently and efficiently travel in their home, school, and community environments. They teach protective and human guide techniques, concepts about body, movement, and spatial awareness, use of a long cane, optical devices, and how to maximize their remaining vision and utilize their other senses to travel independently. They provide support and education to the school personnel and as families as well. So on a day-to-day basis, what does the role look like for a TBI or a Certified Orientation Mobility Specialist? They can travel to various schools and homes across 8 counties in Northeast Ohio. They may service students ranging from preschool age to high schoolers and students with other disabilities. Our providers may pull students out of class to work one-on-one on various skills, support them in the classroom, travel in the community, and collaborate with other educators and therapists. They are responsible for monitoring and reporting on their progress, educating and informing educational professionals about their needs, providing direct instruction to the student, attending meetings, writing case notes, and attending professional development to continuously advance their knowledge and skills and provide excellent instruction and support to students with low vision and blindness. Then we have some other services in the School Aid Services Department. We work together with Dorota's team, the preschool team, and we take that lead in planning our on-site summer programming for preschool and young elementary children. And additionally, we take the lead in planning and organizing and promoting the annual teacher workshop titled See What's Possible. This is a one-day workshop typically held in the summer, the second week of August, where educators and other therapists and school-related staff come to Cleveland Sight Center for a day to learn information, strategies, tips, techniques, and gain ideas for working with students with low vision and blindness. A general session is offered, followed by 3 sessions of co-occurring workshops on various topics that are pre-selected by the participants to fit their specific students' needs. Topics such as pre-Braille, Braille, classroom accommodations, low vision technology and assistive technology, independent living skills, active learning, and even topics related to working with students with what's called cortical visual impairment. We provide an under blindfold human guide experience to the participants, display adaptive materials and low vision aids, and demonstrate strategies and the use of various types of assistive technology. Feedback from our most recent workshop this past August reported that 100% of our participants who completed the survey indicated that the workshop enhanced their knowledge of working with students with vision impairments. And 100% of the participants reported that they agree that they feel better prepared to meet the needs of students with vision impairments. I would now like to share with you a story that highlights some of our recent case management work. So I was recently contacted by one of our early intervention specialists who had been called by the mother of one of her former early intervention clients. The family lives in Youngstown, Ohio, and the 4-year-old client has a progressive vision condition and already experiences severe low vision. The light box the young girl had used to help maximize her functional vision had stopped working. Mom used it at home and would also transport it to her preschool. The mom and the teachers would place her plate and bowl and cup on the light box to help her see her food during meals. They would also place coloring sheets and other pre-academic worksheets or tiles like letter and number and shape manipulatives for her early learning activities. The client's mom wanted help in obtaining a new light box for her daughter, but also wanted assistance connecting with the school district because she felt her daughter wasn't getting the support and services for her low vision that she needed. Additionally, she knew her daughter was in need of receiving orientation and mobility services. So the early intervention specialist had reached out to the girl's teacher for the visually impaired and provided that professional with the information she needed to order her a new light box. In the meantime, I gathered her educational records and her eye report, and I spoke with mom to get an understanding of the client's needs, mom concerns, and her desires for her daughter. I also ended up speaking to her preschool teacher and the teacher for the visually impaired to hear their observations. The TBI confirmed that she was working on pre-braille skills with my client and agreed that the young girl needed more support for her low vision and needed to also be assessed by that certified orientation mobility specialist. I used the information that I had collected along with her previous eye report to write an email to the early childhood special education coordinator for the district. In the email, I relayed the information that the various people had provided me. I helped identify the client's needs and requested on behalf of the young girl's mom that the school obtain the appropriate specialist to assess the young girl. In the meantime, I also reached out to the Lions Club to help the family receive an iPad that could help my young client have better visual access to educational apps and videos. The iPad can also be used as a magnification device, and because it's a backlit device, it's more visually accessible than worksheets, books, and magnetic letters. The young lady received her iPad with the coordination of 4 people, and the school responded to me that they will be assessing her in January. I am working with Cleveland Sight Center's Empowerment Fund to get mom a new light box for her home, and I will continue to follow up and work with the school district until the client has the services that she needs on her IEP or individualized education plan. A second example that illustrates how our department makes a difference in the lives of students with vision impairments involves a 19-year-old young woman who was in a terrible car accident a few years ago and lost all her vision due to a traumatic brain injury. Last year, I got involved as her case manager and collaborated with her school district as they evaluated her needs and established her initial individual education plan. This year, I also attended a school meeting at the request of the district to help the young lady see the value of participating in their transition work program. After hearing how she missed connecting with her peers on social media, I helped arrange for her to have iPhone training with one of our teachers for the visually impaired. And I had our teen and young adult case manager get involved and invite her to the Fall Adventure Day at Highbrook Lodge. He reported that the young lady had a great time, and we are going to encourage her to come to the next event. We also learned that she went through the World of Work inventory with Don Jones, the manager of employment services here at Cleveland Sight Center, to help her learn what she wants to do post-high school in regards to employment. We hope she will participate in our summer youth work program this summer, and we are hopeful that she will continue to adjust to living without vision and ultimately thriving regardless of her vision loss. These are just 2 recent examples of how the school-age service team helps children and teens with vision loss or blindness. I hope the information has been helpful and you have a better understanding of the various services and dedicated staff who work to support our clients every day.